Now we've just moved into the vineyard to see what we're starting to do here in the mid part of September, and what we're normally traditionally doing is getting some of our cover crops sown that we haven't put in already through the autumn time, and doing a little bit of mounding up just underneath the vines down here. And what you can see is that we drilled these just only a few days ago. I'm not sure how good your camera's going to pick this up, but we've got some peas that we've been sowing in here for trying to grow up and then obviously fix the nitrogen out of the atmosphere and put them back into the soil. And then we've got some triticale growing in here, which is a cereal based, which we're looking for really bulking up and bringing in the organic matter back into the soil and just helping it cycle through here. Of course, we all know the benefits of having the peas, because throughout the summer we have a bit of fun with eating them, and then later on we suddenly find that we have the pigeons that return to eat the seed, and of course our friendly falcons, which is another project we'll talk about another day, come along and start to enjoy. And finally, we'll just have a quick look here at the buds that are starting to break here in the early part of the spring, and you can just see down here when you eventually focus in that we're only probably now about a week away from having full bud burst. So here we are, Nigel, down in the veggie garden, just having a quick look at what we've been doing here over the winter months. So we brought all our compost in about a month ago, and then we've come through, which you can see here in the hands of the compost coming in. We then brought down some layers of straw to protect that compost, and then in the last few days we've just started to come through, and we're just, as you can see, starting to incorporate the compost and the straw in here so that we're getting ready to sow some of the early spring veggies, probably a few lovely early potatoes and one or two spring greens as well. Here we are, just looking at the last of the winter greens that we've had throughout the last couple of months and been enjoying, and just before they start to go to seed, which you can start to see happening here, some lovely little flower parts starting. We've always got the opportunity to pick some of these wonderful little leaves, and if we don't wish to use them in a salad, we can always take the opportunity of just enjoying them lovely and fresh. Beautiful. And now we've just moved up into the farmland just to have a bit of a look at some of the spring growth that we're starting to get. Now we're in the last week of September. I'm not sure if you're picking them up, but we've got the goats came through this morning into this what we call the front face block, where we've now got the sweet briar all starting to come away and pushing out its lovely spring growth of all the first few leaves. And this is absolutely the most fantastic food for the goats, particularly now that we're only down to the last couple of days before they start to kid, which is going to be an exciting time for us all, seeing the new arrivals in the vineyard.